Hello, darlings. Bunny Galore here, the queen of the cult movies. Welcome back to another episode of Bunny and the Beast. I am joined once again by my very glamorous beast himself. It's the one and only James. Hi, James.
Hello, my love. I made a real effort for you today. I wore a shiny, shimmery workout top instead of a mesh vest for once.
Yes. If you're watching this on YouTube, he's not wearing anything from the waist down, but that's extra again behind the paywall.
$9.99 for a year.
Indefinitely, yes. But super exciting today. We are joined by one of my favorite people. She's very glamorous and she knows handle balls in multitudes every Tuesday, every day of the week. Is the one and only Sheila Simmonds. That was quite a reveal, Sheila. Hello, darling.
I think she's coming back around. Oh, there she goes.
Well, just doing a workout. Hello, darlings. How are you?
Very well. I hope you are good. Are you rested after the weekend? You've been super busy.
I have been super busy. Yes, it is Monday. Just a little day off today. I thought I'd do some housework, so this is why I've just dressed down a bit today, a bit like James, actually. You know, will I wear my mesh?
I think you're fine. I've dressed up.
Yeah, exactly. He's wearing clothes.
What is it, mesh vest?
Usually, it's usually a mesh vest or some semblance of a pum-pum short. The pum-pum shorts are correct, but it's not a mesh vest today.
Well, I have been watching your TikToks, and my favourite ones actually of you, James, on the TikToks, the ones on the running machine.
Oh my God, my treadmill workouts!
I like those ones. Yeah, I think we should do those, Bunny.
Yes, we should. I think I've been meaning to do.
You know what I mean? Just like smoking a cigarette and having a cocktail, a copy of OK.
It definitely should do that. I've been meaning to do a James workout for ages, but that usually means being unconscious in Soho while people step over you. So,
well, you see, the thing I like, I don't mind doing a workout. It's just getting there. It's getting to the gym, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
You've got to put
I'm in zone one.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not saying that you've got to put a bag together, put all your bits and bobs in. You've got to fill your water jug. We've got to get up, first of all.
You've got to put a sensible lip on.
It's a very sensible lip on. And then the thing is, the gyms I go to now, it's all code. You have to put a code in.
Yes.
And I forget my glasses. The button's like that big. You're going like that, and then you get trapped in the door, and I decide, no, I can't.
Yes, I've got one of those. It's like a tube thing, like you're in Star Trek, and it's like
I just want to go for a run.
Yeah,
it's just, I don't want to be stuck in this tube, and then there's no staff because it's all unmanned. And do you know what I mean? You could knocking on the door, and someone's just walking past, going.
It feels like a Bond villain trap. It's going to fill with water. It scares me.
Yeah.
Well,
apparently,
I can imagine it, seeing as though how long it took us to download Google Chrome. That getting through a tube is very difficult.
If there's anyone from Google Chrome watching, don't. Right. Do you know what, though? That little thing you told me to just drag it into, I've always wondered what that was when I download things. Well, now I know.
Yeah.
There we go.
I have got my Sheila Simmonds hair. I've been sleeping in rollers all night with my natural blonde hair, and so I'm very flicky in homage to Sheila's look. So you are known as an international lady of mystery and glamour, obviously, Sheila. What was the inspiration behind your hairstyle and your look?
Well, it's what I like to call natural beauty. When you've been given something and been blessed with something like this, don't tamper with it. So that's what I say. So with the hair, I like a simple hairbrush, a bit of got to be, because, like that, I liked things in place, and just a very natural makeup. I don't like to look as though I've caked it on or I'm wearing too much. So I guess I would say just blessed naturally, or naturally blessed. Is that right?
God's gift.
God's gift. There we go.
Yes.
I didn't want to get into religion, but you brought it up now, James.
Well, everything is religious coded in some form or another. But Sheila, for those who are not blessed to know you or to experience you as the bingo host of the Busy Lady Bingo, how would you describe yourself in 3 words? They could be family friendly or not.
Oh my God. Actually, that's 3 words, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Sheila, the ONG. Let's see. Crazy. Not like crazy. Funny, witty, and spontaneous.
Ooh,
Actually, spontaneous is brilliant. The way you work a microphone and work a room is brilliant. It's fantastic.
Do you know what? I was at work yesterday, so you know when you've done this a long time, you know what I'm talking about, Bunny. Both of us. We're talking about the 1800s, I think.
Yes, yeah. Us two and Nell Gwynn selling oranges at Drury Lane.
Yeah, I'm supposed to. You were actually Nell's sister, weren't you?
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, that's why she's got an orange allergy. And, so anyway, I'm supposed to finish at 9 o'clock. Anyway, the show's getting longer and longer each week. It was 10 o'clock again this week. And when and it's always one of those nights, and you think, I just want to get home. It'll be a quick one tonight because I've got episodes of Yorkshire Vet to watch. Still 2 episodes down on The Apprentice. And anyway, I'm looking at the audience, and I always end the show now with a little theatrical piece. And yesterday was called "Drag Queen Drinks a Glass of what's drinking Sauvignon Blanc." Anyway, so I leave the room. I come back into silence. And we did this whole thing for about 5 minutes, and they just watch me. It's fascinating because I'm thinking, what are you looking at? And they're looking at me going, oh my God, isn't she genius? And I'm looking at you going, just having a glass of wine. I don't know how we got onto that conversation, but there we go.
Well, that is a very good way of summing up a Sheila Simmonds experience. I came, obviously, we've known each other for quite a long time, but not as long as you would expect, because we've both been going around the same time, but we didn't meet until I think about 2017-ish, and we did a gig together at the Café de Prix.
Yes.
Which was lovely. I'd obviously known by legend of Sheila Simmonds for a very long time, but I didn't get a chance to come see the bingo until about, I think it's 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Because I had a Tuesday night off from a show I was doing, and my friend was like, oh, what can we do on a Tuesday night? I went, I know exactly what we can do, thinking he would not enjoy bingo particularly. And we've been about 75,000 times since then.
I think you call that stalking now.
Yes.
It's harassment at this point.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes. And you never, ever disappoint. You always make me absolutely scream. I knew your style with bingo particularly was because it's kind of like, how can I put this? It's like a hybrid of Victoria Wood mixed with Neighbours, mixed with every sort of straight Pam and Bob Down, every Australian, which I love Australian comedians, because you are Australian, obviously, Sheila. And it's that kind of recognition of the small things. So every time you have certain set things that you might say the same things with certain balls, but it's when, like you just described, with the coming back in with a glass of wine and just staring at the audience, and they just laugh at you because it's the uncomfortableness.
Yeah,
that's.
Well, you know what I think? Now I think by the time you've I always say once you've got their trust. And you can kind of take them anywhere, because I think when anything like performing like that, an audience likes to know that they're going on a journey. It's like a roller coaster ride. You get in the roller coaster, and you kind of know where you're going, but you don't know when it's going to dip, when it's going to like do something. But if you've got a driver in charge that's kind of like, "Hey guys, I don't know where we're going, but let's go," they'll be like, "Yeah, okay then." And,
yes, that's a perfect description of what you're like. I think that's where your genius is.
Yeah.
It is a roller coaster, and you don't know where you're going to go. But you feel safe. You feel safe with you.
Feel safe. That's it. Get them feeling safe. And then, of course, like you said, if you're having a night where you can't be really thinking too much, you've got your lines like a gaggle of vegans trapped overnight in an abattoir with no electricity or running water. #dilemma number 83 or something like that.
Just rolls off the tongue.
That's my favourite.
There's never hardly any vegans in the audience. I need a more vegan heavy audience, I think.
I know. I did bring Joel Ryder the other day, so
yes,
my token vegan friend.
One of them.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of a confession to make. I don't know if I should be telling everybody on this, but I'm a vegetarian.
Ooh.
Not a pescatarian, sorry.
Oh.
And
she likes the fish.
Good Lord. Okay, this has now happened 5 times, what I'm about to tell you. And so have you heard of Popeyes, the chicken shop?
Yes.
Love it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, right. Well, so when I finish work on a Wednesday, it's in Clapham, and they've got a Popeye, so I always go there and I get some Cajun fries. And the other night, well, a few weeks ago, I was like, oh God, that chicken looks nice.
How many pieces?
No, I had a chicken wrap.
Oh.
You had chicken and carbohydrates.
I don't think it was the chicken. I just think the sauce was so hot and the lettuce. I mean, there wasn't barely any lettuce in there. But, I was just like, oh, God, this is nice. And so after each show now, I pop down there. I shouldn't be telling anyone this, but the last week I had one before the show and one after.
Oh.
You filthy bitch. Have you come back to the good side then? Do you eat the meat now?
The only reason was because I did go in there generally to get, and I thought, oh, that looks nice, but no, I can't. And they did have a vegetarian one thing. So I ordered that first of all. She said, oh, it's going to take 6 minutes to cook. So I said, all right, I'll have a chicken wrap then.
Easily swayed. Oh, my goodness.
I was forced into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, at gunpoint.
You were held at gunpoint. You had no choice.
I had no choice. I felt...
you were tied and gagged and bound. You had to eat it.
It's like something, I was just paralysed like this going... And she said, that's a chicken wrap then. And I was like, I can't remember a lot about the event, to be honest about it. And it's quite traumatic.
Well, in Clapham, the Clapham gays do eat a lot of meat.
They do.
So I think you're just trying to assimilate with your audience.
Are you Clapham based, James?
I'm Brixton based.
Oh, which is near Clapham.
Yes, I used to be Clapham gay adjacent. I used to live in Stockwell.
Oh.
Emphasis on the word adjacent.
Adjacent.
It was W4 the postcode, but now I'm SW9.
Clapham on the sea, isn't it?
Very similar. Very, very similar.
So listeners that don't know, Sheila Simmonds runs the very successful and hilarious Busy Lady Bingo. How long has that been going on for now?
Well, good question, actually. I think we've been at the Welly. We started at the Duke of Welly, which is on a Tuesday in Soho. And I think it's coming up to its 8th year.
8th? Wow, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah. And in 2 weeks' time, it's going to be our 3rd year anniversary at the Retro Bar on Sundays. And Wednesdays, how long have we been at the Brewers? The Brewers is quite a newish one.
Yeah. Yes, because I've been to Retro Bar and I've been to the Duke of Wellington, which is in Soho a lot. Retro Bar's off the Strand. But yes, the Brewers I thought was fairly in the last 6 months or so, I would say.
Yeah, probably. I think we did before... Yeah, I'd say like 8, probably maybe 8, 9. Who knows?
Really, that long?
Okay. So 8, 9 years, 3 venues. World domination is next for sure.
I work at Dabbers, which is a little bingo hall in Aldgate. We get lots of hen parties and Essex girls going, "Oh God, you're fabulous," and getting drunk on bottomless prosecco. And so, oh my God, they were so drunk this week. I've never seen bingo cards so wet in my life.
Oh.
Everywhere, when they're dabbing people on the face and everything. And I think I've been there probably about 7 years, 6, 7 years.
Wow. And you're about to go on tour with Vicky Vivacious as well?
Yes. So me, the lovely Vicky Vivacious and Cherry Liqueur. And we've got 2 dancers as well. And we're doing a tour of Mecca.
Oh, my goodness.
Over the Middle East. And
that was my first initial thought. I was like, oh God, it's a holy pilgrimage on heels.
The girls are off. It's a special for Channel 4 when religion goes wrong.
I want to see that documentary.
So do I. I don't want to be in it. So we're off on tour in Mecca. We start on I should know really, shouldn't I? April. And I thought it was in Birmingham. And I've got to find it actually because the name is hysterical. And hang on, where is it? It's something Cox Green Cock.
Oh, okay.
I think the cream for that.
Yeah,
there is a cream for that. I think we'll need one after this tour of Mecca, I'll tell you.
I play Birmingham. Yes, you will need that. Yeah.
Acox Green.
Oh yes, I have heard of that.
Have
Yeah,
you?
it's great. Yeah, it
Do
is.
I'm worried.
No, I don't. I think probably the name stuck in my head.
Do you want to come with me in a mesh vest?
I'll be your security guard for the week.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. So that's exciting. And we start rehearsals next week, actually. And then at the end of the month, we're doing a little filming a promo for it all. And I've written the theme song.
Amazing.
Well, can we get a quick 16-bar version?
No, because the lyrics are on here. The lyrics are on here.
Right.
So it's to it's just a parody. It's to Disco Inferno.
Okay.
You know, so it goes, dab, baby, dab, let's play bingo. And then my verse is, I'm Sheila Simmonds going to be your MC because calling numbers comes easily from a number 1 to a 69. Just stick with me and you'll be just fine. I'm Vicky Vivacious and I love my balls. If you want something extra, give me a call. I'm a Cornish queen. Sometimes I'm nasty, but always serving up a hot meat pasty. And Shirley Cure, yeah, that's my name. And playing Mecca Bingo is my game. A queen of camp, queen of the south. I live in Portsmouth in a council house. And our bingo boys who are dressed to thrill, going to take them daily like a vitamin pill. 2 little ducks, quack, quack, quack. Now let's get down to the bingo rap. I think that's just worth coming out to listen to the song. Do you know what I mean?
My God, that was fantastic.
Peacock Screen or whatever, wherever we're going.
Amazing.
So you've had this massive tour of Mecca Bingo. You've done Busy Lady Bingo for 8-9 years, for a very long time. So you must have some crazy, wild stories that's happened at these bingos. Is there anything that has left even you speechless?
No.
No.
I'm trying to think actually.
I remember one instance where you had some Brazilians in who did not speak English, so you tried your best to translate everything you were saying into Spanish.
I did the Google app.
The Google app. That was traumatizing for everybody, I think.
I think, do you know what? I would have loved to have known what they'd heard. Do you know what I mean? It must have been like really bad. Like I'm trying to learn Brazilian, but really badly. I don't know if I've had. Do you know? I haven't really had anything that's. Haven't had anything really that's gone wrong or bad or, you know, I mean, the usual.
I think it's controlled carnage and chaos, but you're in complete control of it. My favourite moments at the retro bar is when you would go outside and come back in through the window.
Well, I can't do that now because I had a double hernia.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And we had the neighbour complaining upstairs. So I put it down to, I had a double hernia operation and the noisy complaining neighbour.
Why do people always move next to venues and then complain about the noise?
No,
don't move next to a venue. It drives me nuts.
And he doesn't live there full time. He's only there like 3 times a year. And then when he's there, he has the window open. Well, you're down an alleyway with 2 dual carriageways either side of you.
Yeah, it's not. You're in central London. It's not going to be quiet, is it?
No.
Talking of songs as well, I always love your opening song.
Talking of him, someone, because down the alleyway, you get kind of a,
stench.
Well,
sorry about that.
People go to the alleyway to kind of relieve themselves, let's say. And one morning, someone had relieved themselves around the back area of themselves in a rather large, left a large
deposit.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I was going to say shit, but I didn't know if we could swear on here. With quite a few of them, there's probably 3 or 4 just dotted around in the alleyway. Wow. And it looked like the Turner Art Gallery. And anyway, he complained I would complain about that.
Yeah.
He blamed it on the staff at the retro bar.
Well, I'm pretty sure the toilet's retro bar.
The one by the door, but anything else from that, no.
Oh my word.
Oh my god.
But I do like to think, as that person was doing their deposit, that they were looking at the retro bar and my poster was there going, this Lady Bingo every Sunday.
They were thinking of you. I know they were.
I hope that acted as a laxative to them, to get things pushed out.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Exactly. Every time I go to the show, one of my favourite moments is the opening.
The end.
Go home. It's great. the opening song, the Busy Lady Bingo song. Now, you also did that on the show that I've been on, which is Britain's Got Talent. I think our experiences were slightly different. Did you have fun doing that show? What was that like?
I mean, it was lovely to perform at the Palladium.
Same.
And it was lovely to be at the Palladium.
Yes, it was amazing to get to perform at such an iconic venue as the Palladium. No, do you know what it was? I actually had a really nice time, and the production team were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
and I remember when so I'd written this song, and I wanted to. I think I was going to come out and do this song first of all, and they looked at me and they said, "Look, you've got such a great personality. No one knows Busy Lady. No one knows this. You know, if you just come out and do this, everyone's going to be like, what's going on?" So they said, "Why didn't you come out as yourself and do this whole routine?" And actually, that was really good. They could have just left me to, you know. The annoying thing was I actually went out because you get 10 minutes to do, you know, the whole thing. I did this whole stand, you know, when you're not expecting to do anything, I just did this whole stand-up routine. And you know, when you come off stage, you're like, oh, well, that was good. And they cut the whole thing.
yeah.
But you know, it was a relaxed day. It wasn't because
it's a very long day. And
you don't have too many people in there, which is nice. But it's, you know, it's all staged and it's all, you know, fake and what have you. But you know,
how many pre-producers rounds were there before getting to the Palladium?
Oh, I didn't have to do that.
No, neither did we.
It's what we call offer only.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was. I think they probably just looked at both of us and went, "Yeah, sure, just put them through. Great TV, just like press record."
You know, when you're iconic like us, just get asked. The phone rang. I was just like, "Well, what day is it?" If it didn't coincide with the bingo, I was fine. And yeah, but when you go back, and so you get through and everything as well, and then when you go back, they put you into teams of people and bring you on in groups and tell you, "Oh, this group is going through, or this group is not going through," and you can tell. You know, when they're putting that group
right, okay.
Oh no, I'm not going through it. And I remember one of the guys in my group, he had a washing, you know, all those washing machine pipes.
Yes,
like a one-man band with like blowing into like bits of washing machine and a symbol on his back.
Writings on the wall.
No, that's it. I'm going home now. And you just knew you stood in this line and you just like, just get it over with. Come on, just say no. It's obvious what's going to happen.
I think we must have skipped that roundabout only because of COVID. That's the only reason. So I think it was the time when Simon had broken his leg or something, and he wasn't in the country. So they ended up doing it, kind of just faking it with just, you know, like Bond villain table full of screens, that sort of thing. So we kind of found out that way. Really, it was just kind of, oh, okay, it's a go. It would have been fun to do that, I think, but a lot of hassle to come back again. And then because
and there's no one in the audience anyway on that day.
Right, it's just an empty like kind of an audition, like an actual audition. I'm quite grateful now you've said that in retrospect, because it is quite stressful. If you really don't know until that moment, then it's a bit like, God, I don't want to.
And also as well, do you know, not what I was annoyed about, but so obviously Alicia was there when I did mine, and then there was a little line in the song. And it wasn't like a dig at her, but it was just a comedy like thing. She thought it was hysterical.
Yes.
And then it got in the newspapers and it was like, oh, you know, Sheila's offended Alicia. She's really upset and blah, blah, blah. And so, anyway,
your publicity team didn't release that, I presume.
We didn't have a publicity team. You're kind of on your own. In Australia at the time when it aired. So, I remember having to get up really, really early. It was like I had to get up at like 5 o'clock or something and watch it, and then just went back to bed.
It is crazy. Yes, I remember watching it backstage at a theatre that I was working on a show at the time, and it was suddenly terrifying.
Yes,
I think it was worse watching it with a whole cast of people.
Did you read your comments?
No.
Oh
no.
I couldn't. I mean, some of them were all right. Actually, most of them were nice.
I can read your comments.
Yeah.
top.
Okay, then James, we could read the comments on your Daily Mail article, shall we?
Yeah, we can do.
Let's talk about that. How is the romance going, James, by the way?
It's going very, very well. The homophobes of the Daily Mail are very, very pissed off, and I love it.
Fabulous. And how does it feel to be tabloid fodder?
I'm what you call, instead of, I used to be called jailbait, now I'm called clickbait.
Well done. Well done.
We've been waiting forever to tell us that joke.
Yes.
Yes, I said it correctly. It's written on my hand, written on my arm.
Tell funny. Get washing powder. Oh, damn it, that's the wrong list.
Wrong list.
It's I think it is weird that because what me and Sheila have experienced is kind of fluff pieces, nice, fairly, nice-ish pieces put out by this. It'd be very strange to have something like that where it's your actual real life, personal life being put on there. But so far so good. I think it's okay.
Yeah, there's been nothing well, not to my knowledge, anything that's been said. So
yeah. I don't think, looking at James, I don't think there's any kind of like naked pictures of him online anywhere, is there? He's not that type of person.
Oh no, God no, I'm a God-fearing woman.
Absolutely, take me to church now.
Exactly. We'll leave it at
that. Down 54.
She's Catholic, she's on her knees.
Let's pop on fire, 58. Right, our whole new bingo, what's it called? Bingo calling thing, dabbing. What's it called? What are they called? Oh, bingo calls. Yes,
bingo calls. So you have released some music before. You had a Christmas single, I think, before. Would you want to do more music?
Well, I did release an album actually. Yes, hashtags and handbags, which is available on Amazon and iTunes. I did have the Christmas single on a Christmas. What's it called? A Sheila Simmonds Christmas in D major, and then independently we did another Christmas song called "There's No L," as in the letter L in Christmas, as in Noel, Noel.
Oh. Very good.
Well, I don't get that, Sheila. What's that? Noel, and then Christmas, there's no L, like no letter L. And of course, my hit single, Disco, which went to #1 in no countries, which is on the album. And that's one of my favourite ones. And actually, another favourite song is I wasn't sure what to call it, so I just called it La La La.
That's a great track.
It just goes la 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 la.
Very Kylie Minogue coded.
Yes. Yeah. Like when you can't think of a lyric, stick in a la.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a sin. That's great. I love that.
Disco. I literally wrote. I was going down to Brighton for a gig, and I got the bus for some reason. Anyway, I started writing it at Victoria, and I'd finished it as we were going through Stockwell. You were really waiting for that song, James. Who knows?
Who knows? I could be. I've inspired a lot of things. I'm sure.
You have. Yes. Nothing we can actually discuss on the podcast, but yeah.
No, God, no. Those are secrets locked behind lots of safety passwords and verifications processes.
I can't remember, James, if I've been to bingo with you, with Sheila.
Yes, you have, because one of the times where I've been, I got caught in the middle of a bingo dobber fight between Gokwan and Hayley Tamadin.
Oh, yes, that one. Yes. Yes.
Do you know what? It can get aggressive at times.
Yes.
And, people look at the dab. People are so excited when I give them a dabber. Wow, they're in.
They go feral.
They do. I give them a book, and then they're like, and it's put them out on the table. They're like grabbing them like this. It's like it's like one of those like Black Fridays at Primark. It's like, and then they literally were like a few drinks in. They're like dabbing each other in the face. So we actually had a dabber explode on something. I know this never happened before. We changed brands of dabbers, and I don't even know how it happened, but this family were in, and the guy was from Mexico, and all his he was had the family over. So the mum was there, the uncle was there, everyone was there. And bless her, the mum was wearing this beautiful silk blouse.
Roll.
You know what I'm going to say next.
Yeah.
Anyway, the dab, it literally covered the whole table. I don't know how it exploded. And I was like, oh my God, they're obviously only here for a few days. You know what I mean? But obviously there'll be limited clothing. What are we going to do? Dry cleaning bills, all that kind of thing. Anyway, they won the jackpot and everything was fine.
Oh, amazing. Well,
Yeah.
there we go. A happy ending indeed.
Happy end. And we had another person, we've got to get rid of these dabbers actually, because another one exploded. And I had to send him upstairs with some Poundland washing
Oh, really? It doesn't come off, that stuff. It really does kind of, it will come out if you wash it. But
it's harsh. You need a harsh chemical, so anything from the pound shop
yeah.
will strip it off.
Yeah, exactly. Strip it off.
Yeah.
If I get anything on me, I have to like go home and get some IPA.
And
Or
a little word warning, because people don't know this, but all of our dabbers are security protected. So if you do, because people do like to keep a little keepsake, you know?
Of course.
So if you take them out, they're a bit like, you know, when you get the trolley, you're trying to steal a trolley from Asda and it stops halfway through the car park. A minute after leaving the venue, it will explode.
Covered.
Yeah.
So if you're on the Strand of a Sunday night, gentle listener, and you see someone covered in red,
or something, you know, oh, you've been to bingo.
Bingo, you've been studying. So you do
That's
have quite a bit.
to the court shirts in Sunset Boulevard. She just stole a load of bingo jobbers from you.
She'd literally come in during the interval. She said, Sheila, can I have a quick game of bingo? I said, right, Nicole, come on. And she goes, oh, God, we've got no blood. And we were just like squirting dabbers at her there. And it was fine.
And on and go on.
Yeah, and on. And if you look carefully, she's wearing a busy lady badge.
Of course she is.
I was just going to say about merchandise. That's right. Nice, lovely link there, Sheila. Well done. So you do have your badge. You also have. Ooh.
Oh, yes, the wine. Now, it might work on this one. So this wine, we have a built-in patented cyclone effect. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Ooh,
oh yeah,
yes. Oh my goodness, it is. It's like
that seems fitting with what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's very fitting with what's in Australia right now. She's holding up a very diminutive, very demure bottle of wine at the moment, which reads. I'll let you read it.
Chateau de Chite.
The funny thing is, so when we were doing our thing for Mecca, we had to do a little bio. Mm-hmm. So at the end, I said, you know, I have my own bottle of wine, Chateau de Chite, and but they obviously, because it's a family kind of thing, it's just on their website called Chateau de. What code on? Look, it's got a QR code.
Oh, amazing.
My God. It's got a macro breakdown. It's got your calories. It tells you to drink responsibly. It tells you everything.
It's got everything legally that we need to have on there.
Drink responsibly. James is going to feel very attacked.
There is a little lie on here. So it says...
It's not shite.
No. It's just shit. It does say that the grapes are from the rolling hills of Woolloomooloo, and obviously, if you've been to Woolloomooloo, there are no hills, and there's no grapes either. And the grapes do actually come from Victoria, a little place called Robinvale in Mildura.
Now, talking of Australia, they still are doing the Eurovision Song Contest, aren't they? I think they've just announcing who's doing it now, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's me.
And I was just going to say, would you ever want to do it?
No.
No.
Yes, absolutely. I think I would do disco.
Yes, I think that would be a brilliant idea.
But I think, James, I'd need you in your mesh top as a backup dancer.
I could stand there, look in a mesh top for you. I could do that absolutely.
Yeah. And then we'll have some little hot pants made with the Daily Mail logo all over them. You know. Just to really piss them off, and also to get some clickbaits as well.
Of course. That's a bit more clothing than I would have thought you'd have wanted me in, to be honest.
Well, we haven't. Well, obviously no shoes.
Oh, of course.
Yes. Yeah.
Like pit crew. That's it.
Yeah. Would you do pit crew, James?
Yes, I've auditioned. I just haven't booked it.
Oh. Do you know, let me...
That seems like a running theme.
Yeah.
Drag race.
Let me just get...
Triggered!
RuPaul. Oh, stop it, I'm on a live, not now. Hello, darling, it's me. Yeah. No. I should be... I've just got this podcast to get on with, and then, yeah. Funny galore. Bunny Galore. Galore. Bunny. James Colebrook. That's it, the Daily Mail one. Yeah. Now, listen, he's trying to be auditioning and everything for the pit crew. I know, that's what I thought. Well, I said, don't wear that mesh top. That's where you're going wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Just like gym wear. Yeah, he's got one on right now. You know the one that we used to get from Primark with little stretchy bits? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Lovely. All right, darling. I've got to go now. Everybody say love. Okay. Right. Shouldn't be a problem now, James.
Oh, I thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so
magical.
much.
Sheila making dreams come true.
Absolutely. Oh, do you know what? I'd love to do a show like that. Actually, do you know what? I was thinking the other day, someone said to me, Sheila, would you like to present a TV show? And if so, which one? And I would love, I think it's got Sheila written all over. They need to bring back the Generation Game.
Oh, yes, you'll be amazing at that. That'd be a lovely idea.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, James, you could come on in a mesh top. Do you know what I mean? Like, also, like The Price is Right. Do you know what I mean?
There we go. I'm surprised it's not been like a TV bingo show. You could host that as well, like a celebrity bingo.
Yes.
I mean, it kind of is celebrity bingo. You've just had RuPaul on the phone. You had Nicole Scherzinger,
Yeah.
Doc Wan, Hayley Talmadge, Dominic Skinner of the MUA go to your bingo night all the time.
Lovely Harriet Thorpe.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think are you going to because she's going to become a grandma soon, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Yes, I'll be there for the baby shower.
Shower bingo. So,
gosh,
you're supposed to know about that or not?
I'll bleep that out. Yeah. No, it's really cute, isn't it?
That's going to be lovely. But if you're going to host like a really big, like a celebrity bingo, anyone who's dead, alive, like who would be your top 3 contestants?
Oh, top 3. Well, I'd have
not including us, obviously.
Of course, you can't say us.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, of course, I'd have Kylie. I'd have to have Kylie. Can I do 3 men and three girls?
Yes, of course.
Absolutely. The binary of it all. Go for it.
I'll do Kylie Minogue. I've got to do my ultimate favourite pop star from the 80s, Kim Wilde.
Oh, yeah, love Kim Wilde.
And then who would the third one be? Oh, I think I'd have Jade.
Jade Thirlwall.
Yes.
Right. She's great. I love her.
She's brilliant.
Yeah, I think I'd have her. I think she'd add some fun to it. Okay, the boys. Who would I have for the boys?
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Well, you're not. Who is it going?
I was quoting the other Minogue.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah, the people's Minogue, not corporate Minogue.
Oh, we're well, I've met Danny already. You see.
Right. So
okay.
Just a name.
This original and pulled her away from some excited fans. And actually, all of the Brendan, the brother's been to see our show.
Ooh.
The only one that hasn't is Kylie. But we've been on the phone in the same. Well, not on the phone to her, but one of the show producers we're working with was on the phone to her at the same time. So.
Oh, well, just diary clashing, obviously.
Thanks. No, she did because we're very good friends actually, and so I probably wouldn't have her because we speak every day. But I was going to open for her at the O2.
Of course.
Convention tour. She said, Shills, would you like to come along? Just do like 15 minutes. And I said, what do you reckon about like the biggest game of bingo ever? She goes, oh, that'll be fantastic. I mean, can you imagine the O2 full of feral people with dabbers? So I said, well, listen, to be honest, a game of bingo with about 15,000, how many people is it? 50,000 in a?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
It'll be over in a couple of minutes. So she goes, well, just do some songs. So I said, all right then. So I said, listen, I'll do Better the Devil You Know, Can't Get You Out of My Head, and an encore of Padam Padam. And she said, well, I'm doing those in the set. I said, Kylie, first come, first served. So she's obviously taken those out for the London dates because I'm doing them.
Brilliant. Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you do that. What were you thinking of wearing? Do you think on that? Do you think it's something coming sexy, classic, or?
I don't know. It's probably a mesh suit in honour of James.
I wondered where mine had gone.
I would. What would I wear for there? Well, it would either be the classic Versace.
Right. Oh, yes. Tasteful.
Yes, because I just think if I didn't go in that, Donatella would be a little bit annoyed if I didn't, So I'd probably do that.
It's better to keep the peace, really.
Yeah, and that's all it is with these girls. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and it's just like, Kylie's here, Donatella's here. It's like, oh God, girls, come on! I can only be at one place at one time. So yeah.
Oh, we
And
did
where
with
will
the
Mr.
three.
Simmons be during this big extravaganza? Is there a Mr. Simmons?
There is no Mr. Simmons.
Oh,
Not even buried in a garden somewhere. And you know what? If he was right now, I'd dig him up and make him alive again. Do you know what though? I would love to go on a date this year.
Ooh.
Okay.
And do you know the last time I went on a date?
No, when was the last time?
Yes.
1970. No. I would say before or after the pandemic. Are we kind of gauging after the pandemic?
All right, James?
I'll go pre-Spanish Armada.
Wow.
Jesus was born.
Wow.
I did go on one, I think it was just before the pandemic, and before that it was 2012.
Whoa. Okay. To be fair, though, I always say I don't really go on dates. If you talk, what when you say dates, you mean as in something you've? Because I do. I'm a no fashion girl. I sleep with them first, and then
And you get their name afterwards.
Maybe.
Yeah, we went on. Okay, so the first one in 2012, it was lovely. We'd met in a bar, and we decided to go on. The first date was a little picnic in Soho Square.
Oh, lovely.
Because I don't like going to the, somewhere loud or like the cinema or something, because you just sit there watching a film and don't get to know them, and unless you want a little fumble in the back. And anyway, so and that was my idea, the first date. So I was like, well, why don't you do your idea now for the second date? So he took me on this boat trip on the Thames and everywhere like that. And I thought, well, in the cable car, and I thought this is really romantic. And then I found out that the ticket that he'd got was meant to be for his ex-boyfriend when he'd bought it while they were together, and he used it for the date with me.
Oh my word! Well,
that's
frugal. I guess is the only compliment I can think to say there.
They've been split up a while. If he'd said to me, "Look, I've got this spare ticket. Would you like to, I'd be like, fine. That's not. But then don't impress me with all this, like, oh, here we are. I'm taking you on this, and it was meant for your ex.
Yeah. How did you find out that it was meant for the ex?
From the ex.
Oh wow! Wow.
Oh wow! We have so many rights these days. It's ridiculous.
And then the last one. So this last one, he was lovely. I think he was from Bogota. And I was like, oh great, another passport we can get, And because
where is that on a globe? Just for bunny's sake.
Bogota is in. We have to edit this down this bit. Yeah. Bogota's in Colombia, isn't it? Is it?
Yes, that's
isn't it?
I think so. That sounds right to me. We'll go for that.
James, why are you looking all smug like that?
Because I've never heard of this place.
It's a real place, James.
It's not Bogota.
Eugene, isn't it, or somewhere like that?
It's in Colombia. It's the capital of Colombia.
There we go. So we got it right. Okay.
There we go.
Because I think as you get older, obviously it's nice to fall in love, but you've got to look at the other person and think, where are they from? Can we get another passport? So that as you get older, you can travel freely. Anyway, he was ticking every single box, and I said, look, we'll go for a coffee, and if we get on, we'll have a cocktail. So 2 cocktails later, and we're talking, we swap numbers and everything. So we arranged to meet again, and then he blocks me.
Oh, see, this is actually leaning into the general consensus I have nowadays, is that men are
trash.
Trash, yeah. I was going to say a bravery word then, but it is.
You said that very proudly, James. I could just see you on the cover of Closer, right in the top right left-hand corner of the picture. Trash.
That's so weird. That's exactly the word that springs to mind every time I see James's face. No, joking. But the general consensus is normally.
You see his face, because normally sometimes people are sat all over it.
Oh, I know what's going in the trailer this week.
When we first started this podcast recording, and I was like, I throwing shade at Bunny. I was like, oh yes, finally, it's Bunny's comeuppance, and I'm going to be left alone this week. No.
You see, if you'd worn the mesh top, James, it would have been fine. But, you know, you came on here with that. I mean, you've literally come from the gym, haven't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Shorts on.
Of course I've got shorts on.
Have a look. Hang on, we go. Oh, not yet. Okay, Bunny, how short do you think these shorts are?
Oh, please.
Right, I'm going to go.
Internal organs touching, I would say.
I'm going to say they're just. All right, so say if we said that's like.
Is it a 2-inch or 5? What's shorts are measured by certain things, aren't they?
It's the inseam.
Inseam, yeah.
Oh God, would there be an inseam?
No.
It's in my arse crack.
Yeah, exactly. It's tiny shorts, basically.
I'm probably going to say testicle level.
Testicle level. Okay, is this where I stand up and you just?
Yes, it is, James. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, they're short. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
that's actually surprisingly decent for you.
Oh, they've got why have they got a slit in them? They're broken.
No, they've got a slit.
Is that not a Velcro reveal? Do you know? Is that where you rip them off?
Oh, I thought he had a fat leg.
And just found the other part of the trailer now.
There we go.
I'm getting white socks, short socks, yes, and white trainers.
Grey trainers.
Okay. Obviously,
I don't trust myself with white shoes.
Obviously, to go with the matching top.
Tell Sheila your table experience.
There was one time at an Owen Mallon birthday party where I may have tripped and slipped and fell into a table of snacks, including dips. And that table of dips may have gone flying onto Dr. Ranch, who was wearing all white, and I ruined a pair of white trainers of his.
Yeah. The salsa was everywhere, shall we say. Not in a good way.
Yes, it was. It had exploded.
And is that when you fell in love?
Oh, Sheila, don't make me blush.
There's so many things I was going to say then.
Was guacamole.
Yeah, exactly. I think that probably tested the friendship and the relationship at that point.
I think we're in restaurant number 2 at that point.
Any French sticks on the table? Like bread
Yeah,
sticks?
I think there was, yeah. Well, there were to start with. There weren't when James went back onto them, obviously. But
did you land?
I don't know if there are any baguettes there, but there are a load of other things there that rhyme with that.
And it was the most... I don't know how it happened. It was one of those where I saw James get up and walk, and I guess out of my field of vision behind a wall, there was people in his way. But it just seemed for no reason. It just looked like he tottered forward and then threw himself backwards like some stunt guy.
It's like I forgot how to sit down, so I just started to throw myself at the sofa and hope for the best.
Oh my God, you were throwing yourself at Ranch. That's what happened.
That was it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what that's like.
Would you like some salsa?
Some salsa verde.
See, this is why we're single, Sheila. We don't throw ourselves at gentlemen.
Well, do you know what? I think so can you imagine us going into? I was going to say all bar one, but I don't think that. Where do we go? Or Old Compton Brasserie. Can you imagine us going into Old Compton Brasserie and just like a table of good-looking men and just kind of sprawling ourselves on the table?
I wish I could say I haven't done that.
But like, just imagine if we did. I think we'd probably just get kicked out.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go off.
Go onto the table and saying dinner is served.
Yay! There we go. I've just realised we haven't done the 3 guys that we were talking about.
Oh yes, your 3 male celebrities.
3 male celebrities.
And we'll end on this, I think, but just to sort of tease the viewer.
Some call it ADHD. We call it conversational jazz right at this point.
What would I have? Oh my God, I'd have David Gandy.
Oh, okay, just to look at.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
That's the model, isn't it?
Yes.
I'd have David Candy. I'd love Paul O'Grady.
Oh,
Yeah, love Paul O'Grady. And
Did you ever meet Paul?
No.
No, nor did I. Everyone presumes I would have done because of who I know, but and it's kind of one of those things where I was a bit nervous because it's like Victoria Wood. I was a little bit nervous of ever meeting them in case they didn't live up to expectations. I think he would have done, but it would have been.
I think he would have done as well.
Yeah.
So Paul O'Grady. Oh, and then I'd have there's a guy that lives down my street. He's a local at my local pub. He's called Gary, and he's got a fake ear. And he sits at the end of the bar. When someone pisses it off, he takes his ear off and sticks it next to their drink.
Well done, Gary. Oh my goodness.
Gary. So yeah, I'd have Gary, Paul O'Grady, and David Gandy.
That is really
old. And we got rid of Kylie, didn't we?
Yeah. Yes, we got rid of Kylie. So who's your other?
Do we get swap it in for Danny, or are we gonna?
No, let's not have the Minogues because it will cause some drama. Oh God.
What do you a favorite soap star, a favorite singer?
Adele would be a hoot.
I don't know if she would.
Do you not think?
Well, on Bingo, I don't know. I think she'd. I don't know if she was with Alan.
Yes.
Oh my God,
yes.
That would be brilliant.
Definitely. Can we have 4 then?
Go for it.
Oh no, that still means we need one more woman, doesn't it? There we go. So we've now got 4. So we've got
Alan needs to be there. Definitely.
Yeah, we've got Alan, Paul O'Grady. Oh, Julian Clary would be good as well, wouldn't he? So let's have 5 of each. So Alan, Julian Clary, Paul O'Grady, David Gandy, Gary, Adele, Kim Wilde, Jade, Kylie and Danny. There we go.
There we go, darling. Well, thank you ever so much for joining us today, Sheila. That's been hysterical. Great choice of your sort of idealized dinner party. Me and James will be pressed up against the glass on the outside, looking in. Obviously,
I don't know about you. I'm working. I'll be working it.
Are you working? Are you going to be serving in those shorts?
Yes, I'll be Sheila's pool boy.
Oh, that's a photo shoot waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just need to find
I was going to put some lipstick on, but then I realised I don't need it now, do I?
So was it, as to wrap up, Dan, is a last message, would like to do any plugs where we can find you, websites and things like that?
Right, well, website SheilaSimmonds.com. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. I don't really use my TikTok though, to be honest. And so check me out on Instagram. And I'm going to leave you actually with some words of advice from my great aunt Gershwin. And she always used to say to me, Sheila, you can't smoke a joint without getting stoned.
Very true. Very true.
If you can't see, turn the light on. That's a favourite one of mine. And if the shoe doesn't fit, get the right size.
Wise words indeed.
Wise. Someone asked me the other day, they said, Sheila, what's the best advice you've been given? And I said, well, actually, the other day when I was looking for the train on the platform and the drivers and the train guard said you need platform 7, I said, thank you. I would have gone on the wrong plane.
You know, that's it. That's what we all need. We need to be on platform 7. That's when we're not.
No, I was on platform 5, which was going completely somewhere different. So had I gone on platform 5, I would have ended up somewhere else and had to buy a ticket. But luckily, he said to me, platform 7. I don't know why I brought this up, but there we go.
There we go. Well, Sheila Simmonds, thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute joy. I can't wait to come back to Bingo. Me and James will come along. I thank you for having us on your show as well on YouTube.
Can you wear something mesh, James?
Of course.
But just something mesh.
A pop of something mesh. Okay, I'll go peruse my many racks of mesh clothing for you, especially. It's like a cartoon character. You go and open it. It's like the same thing.
Something mesh.
Just everything the same, like tea bags hanging out. Well, we'll sign off here, I think. So, from me, Bunny Galore, I will see you next week, and from James,
we will see you next Thursday.